You're watching a special edition of New Kids on the Block, the only show on Indian television which brings you the next generation of student leaders, and all of them will be discussing the most contentious topics, political issues that are facing our country, and we'll see how the views actually are different from what the mainstream leaders are talking about. So the first topic really is about the sexism of dear. Are Smriti Irani's complaints, whether what she wrote on Twitter, on Facebook, are they really valid? And to actually talk about that, let's just get the Congress perspective first. Karishma Thakur, you're of the NSUI, you're the only woman in this panel as well. What did you make of the long post that she said and her arguments on this?
I would first of all like to say that it is a slap on the face of democracy that a woman like her who lost the elections in Amethi and she is not elected and is holding such an important post, the HRD minister. So, and moreover, she is behaving like a dictator over there. I would like to ask her, what has she done for the student community? What educational policies has she brought? And coming to this, the Twitter and the Facebook battle which is going on, she should have used this platform in discussing the education policies. She should have told her achievements, which I don't think she has made. And
she did that in the Facebook post though.
Yeah, but I feel that she has just suppressed the voice of the students, and over here I feel that if she has so much time to get into these petty fights, and the word dear, we use it in letter writing, we use it in applications, I don't feel it is very offensive. But if she has so much time, I feel she should complete her education and become a graduate at least and deal with the problems of the students rather than getting into these petty fights.
Okay, your 1 minute is up. Rahul Sompimple, you represent BAPSA. Is your take similar to this on what the NSUI is saying? Does Smriti Irani actually have a point when she says that, and knowing what, because you fight for marginalized, so women are a minority as well. Do you think Smriti Irani's complaints are valid then?
See, one thing we really need to understand, not just in the India, but I think across the globe, that the addressing women has some there are the gender specific word which has been used for the women. But as far as the word dear is concerned, I think this word has been commonly used both formally and informally. And I think this is something which I think Smriti Irani is creating for her, from her side. As far as the sexism of the word is concerned, I would say, there are many other issues like, for example, the word Harijan, which has been used to address Dalits, and also this word has been completely, this word has been completely banned, but still this word is used in the schools. From my personal experience, I can tell you, when I was in Gujarat for 2 years, this word is in the common use in the school, and the school teachers use it.
So you are saying there are many more objectionable words.
And the one thing which we, I think we need to remember that this Smriti Irani very conveniently now using, the gender angle into all this. You see where she worked for in the TV serials she worked, and in the TV serial you see the words like they were. And when you go and find the meaning of they were word, the origin of they were word, it has the entire history of patriarchy and the sexism.
Very interesting.
And I don't understand why people are talking about this. Smriti Irani should talk about these things also.
Interesting. Balu Sunil, of the SFI, is it as a man and doing new politics, do you think that you are also kind of all of these people, when they talk about it, they're also sticking to patriarchal norms by criticizing Smriti Irani?
No, I do not think so. Like, there are some specific words, okay, like which in the particular social context may have some, patriarchal norms. For example, when you use the word madam in some particular context, it has some patriarchal norms. Like it is sometimes used to denigrate women who has achieved some sort of economic or social mobility.
Yes.
But dear clearly does not have. So if she feels that the usage of word dear is sexist, then Dattaraiah, the Hyderabad, the MP from Secunderabad, when he sent a letter to Smriti Irani to look into the whole incident in Hyderabad and Rohit, he used the word dear Smriti Irani. She has problem only with the word dear. Then that is also patriarchal, that is also sexist. She should, if she discloses all her emails in public, you will find a lot of letters. And I'm sure the word dear will be used by a lot of BJP spokesperson, MLAs in addressing her.
Okay, so Abhijit Dwivedi of the ABVP, you have three divergent opinions and very, very interesting points made. How will you counter that? The point of how other MLAs and many people pointed out how the Prime Minister himself had used Dear to address people like, other very notable people. So how would you counter this?
See, the first thing is that any word which we use, these kind of when you address someone, that there must be reciprocity in the medium. Even otherwise, the guidelines on related to sexual harassment and other things, sexually colored remarks, there it has been said that the remarks must never be one-sided. If there is something one-sided and the other side does not reciprocate it, you cannot do it. So the other thing is, as far as the issue of the raised by the madam concerned here, that she has not done bachelor and other things is concerned, I think this is a completely elitist argument which is being raised by them. As far as the use of Twitter only to raise unnecessary controversies is concerned, if she in case follows the Twitter account of Smriti Irani ji, in that case she will find that she completely, even today Vidyanjali, the Yojana, which
Can I just ask you a quick question on when you say that when she found that he's not, but didn't he back up immediately and apologize? Do you think that wasn't enough for her to accept it?
See, even in case, there are two things happening at the same time. On the one side, he was publicly apologizing for the same thing. On the other side, he is also the troll by their supporters and by congressmen also, because also continues at the same time, wherein they have been.
So who wants to
the other thing is that as far as the Twitter thing is, on Twitter you don't enter. I hope there you haven't seen ever give me any Twitter in professional communications. Dear, I respect word is being used as far as on Twitter.
No, I do understand. I think this is completely politically motivated. The fact of the matter is that not just the BJP, but in this country, many politicians have been using many other words which denigrate the women. For example, you take the example of RSS chief, who said that the rape happens in the India, not in Bharat. I want, how Smriti Irani will respond to these things. So there are many such things.
So, but Karishma, you've read her Facebook post. The Facebook post where she talks, it's an emotional outreach, and where she speaks for many working women. Don't you feel that perhaps as a bipartisan thing, that yes, she does have a point? Because it is tough for women in politics.
I want to say that she has still not been able to come out of the character of Tulsi, which she was in that serial. Whether we look at her parliament speech or this letter, I don't feel that she has any emotions, because she has murdered Rohit Vemula in Hyderabad University, and we cannot forget it. So I feel she should come out of that mode and get into serious politics and work for the students. What I personally feel.
See, again the similar kind of mindset wherein only a certain set of psychopaths in Congress are getting post after post without having any such specific qualification. On the other hand, just because someone is actor, you cannot say that because an actor is doing it is wrong.
Okay,
so this kind of
What Mohan Bhagwat's statement is rape
Yeah, you want to
happens in
respond to
India.
what
not
Rahul
in
is
Bharat.
saying? That if she's a real feminist, she would stand up for any kind of, even if it comes from within her party, she should take a stand. Have we seen that really from Smriti Irani?
See, Smriti Irani, if there is something wrong happening in this, as far as the Mohan Bhagwatji statement is concerned, Mohan Bhagwatji statement has...
No, this is not about Mohan Bhagwat. This is about Smriti Irani. Did she stand up for people when they were, against people? Did she take a stand when people in her party?
When Mohan Bhagwat said this thing, there were many women on the road who were saying that this is wrong.
Very quickly.
If she is actually for the working woman, the woman of this country, she should push her party to pass a law against marital rape, which is legal in this country.
Okay, now we are up on time on that debate. Let's move on to our second topic, which is the events in Congress party, whether it is the entire fiasco of the Congress chief in Punjab, or it is a kind of rebellion that the party is facing. We've seen one fiasco after another. So the question we're really asking, is the Congress in self-destruction mode? And instead of going to ABVP, which will be the natural opposition to this, I want to start with a outside view. So Rahul, what do you think of what the Congress party, the grand old Congress party, what you've seen of their decisions of late?
See, I believe that Congress is not the party. It's basically the party of managers, and it's always been like this. You see, as far as this, if you take the example of Kamal Nath and the recent controversy around Kamal Nath, I personally find that both Congress and the BJP have been using their past for their political gain. So Nanavati Commission will come and say the Kamalnath involvement was there. When Congress will come in.
Nanavati didn't say that.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. And when Congress will come in the past, they'll come with another report that how the BJP MLA MPs were involved in the Gujarat riots. So I think both the parties in these countries have used the people blood for their political gain, and Congress is not the exceptional.
Balu?
See, of course, this decision to put Kamal Nath is really a terrible one, and while there are serious allegations against him, but what should we know?
But he says he's been cleared.
Yeah, but there are serious allegations. I mean, there is some sort of a mistrust. That is quite...
Mistrust,
yes.
yes.
That is irrespective of the fact that whether he's cleared or not. But the point is, Congress has to really redefine themselves. What is Congress? There is this consensus among people who have studied Congress in depth that they are a group of people who come together for getting power, whether in the state assembly election or as well as Lok Sabha election. They do not have any sort of a programmatic content or base which unites them together. It is a party which it's a rainbow coalition of different groups of different ideologies. When they feel that they will not be getting power, or when they feel that there is a party which is similar to the ideology getting stronger, they have this tendency to shift out or gravitate to other parties. So,
yes, do you want to?
See, in case Congress is basically a party in what we in law called as FOFO, family owned, family operated company. So Congress is basically family owned, family operated.
Okay.
So Congress is basically a family owned, family operated company. The second thing, as far as the question
But
of
how
Kamal
do we
Nath,
see that in Kamal Nath?
Kamal Nath case, in case of Mr. Kamal Nath, we see that the case of Kamal Nath in comparison to other Delhi MPs is more strong, because in his case, that this is not only the testimony of the witnesses on which his guilt are in case of his acquisition which is being made on him is made. The Subhash Chandra, the police commissioner at that time.
I'm saying, how are you making it a family-owned issue?
Because there was no discussion, because there was no deliberations in the television in the Congress as to who should be given the particular kind of responsibility for the Congress election, and otherwise you see a direct appointment from the drop, they are paratrooped from the up, and their background and other things are not being carried out, because Punjab is the only important
state. So Karishma, you've heard the various kind of points of view on the Congress party. As a young Congresswoman, is it very disheartening to see the events unfolding in your party?
No, I have complete trust in my leadership, and I would like to mention here that the political rivals, they are alligating Kamal Nath ji because they want to divert the mind of people of Punjab. They do not want to highlight the issues of misery of the farmers and the youth, the drugs over there, and they are banning Urda Punjab, which we can see. They are not highlighting the misgovernment, and according to what you all are alligating about Kamal Nath ji, I would like to mention.
Would you like to address what Balu mentioned, that mistrust? Is it a smart choice of what we're talking about, not whether he is implicated or not in this entire area? Right. We are talking about the obviously bad move, because they've taken it back as soon as they did it. Right. So why is Congress going on in self-destruction mode, in a kamikaze mission, that they go on making bad decisions and immediately realizing they've made a bad decision?
They haven't made any bad decision. I would like to tell my friend here that in 2005, till 2005, there was not a single public statement. There was not an FIR filed against him. It is after 21 years, after the riots of 1984, that now his name is coming up on any forum. He had a clean sheet. Only accusations were made. Your Narendra Modi, he had been accused of Godra, and he is the Prime Minister of India now.
No, I think we're digressing, Karishma. So, Abhijit.